Virgo, pause that spreadsheet. Close that half-finished to-do list. Set down the mug you've been reheating for the third time today. The universe is not sending you a carefully curated text, a meme forwarded in a group chat, or a polite "are you free later" heads up. It's sending you a ring, a call, out of nowhere. No preamble, no warning, no slow, gentle build up. It's going to land before you even have a split second to overthink the possibility that this could ever happen. You are not about to get a call in some vague, distant future. You are on the absolute razor sharp verge of it. That quiet, thrumming restlessness you've been feeling in your bones for the past 72 hours, it's not random stress from work. It's not the leftover tiredness from staying up late organizing your closet. It's the vibration of their thumb hovering over your saved contact name, their breath caught in their throat, their heart pounding so hard against their ribs they can hear it in their own ears. They are not going to ease into this. They are not going to spend another 3 hours drafting and redrafting a text to test the waters. They need to hear your voice. That's the only way this feels real. That's the only way they can make themselves say the words they've been hiding from for months. Let me break down exactly why this call is happening right now and why it could not have happened a week ago, a month ago, or even a day ago. For weeks, they've been hiding behind screens. They've been opening your chat window, typing out half a sentence, then deleting the whole thing and closing the app like it burned their fingers. They've been replaying old voice notes you sent them months ago when you were rambling about your favorite niche hobby just to hear the sound of your laugh. They've been talking themselves out of reaching out every single night, telling themselves it's too late, they've probably moved on, I'll just make a fool of myself. But something irreversible shifted in the last 48 hours. They had one tiny, unignorable moment that shattered every last bit of their self-control. Maybe they passed that little coffee shop you two stumbled into on a rainy afternoon last winter, the one with the chipped mugs and the barista who remembered your order. Maybe they heard that song you used to play on repeat in their car, the one you sang off-key to the whole drive home, and it hit them so sharply it physically ached in their chest. Maybe they woke up at 3:17 a.m., staring at the ceiling, and realized they couldn't spend one more day pretending you don't occupy every empty corner of their mind. In that exact split second, all the overthinking vanished, all the fear of rejection, all the pride that made them stay silent, all the worry about saying the wrong thing. None of it mattered anymore. They thought, I don't care if I sound stupid. I don't care if I mess this up. I just need to hear their voice. I just need to tell them the truth right now. That's why this call will be out of the blue. There will be no polite pretext that says, hey, can I call you in 10 minutes? There will be no heads up to let you prepare. The phone will light up with their name, and you will freeze mid-step because you spent so long convincing yourself this day would never come. This is not a casual check-in. This is not a butt dial they will pretend never happened the next morning. This is not a drunk 2 a.m. call they will apologize for with a sheepish, sorry I was wasted text 12 hours later. This is the call they have been psyching themselves up to make for months. Their voice will sound a little shaky at first. They will stumble over their first few words. They will probably start with a nervous, breathless laugh and say, hey, sorry for calling out of nowhere. I had to talk to you. I couldn't wait any longer. And then they are going to pour out every single thing they've been holding back in silence. They are going to tell you about all the nights they stayed up until 4 a.m. replaying every single one of your conversations in their head. They are going to admit that every time they saw something silly or beautiful or even just mildly interesting, their first instinct was to call you and tell you about it. Then they would stop themselves, lock their phone, and pretend the urge didn't exist. They are going to say that the silence between you two was never because they didn't care. It was because they cared too much. They were terrified of ruining the one good, safe, perfect thing they had with you. They were scared that if they said how they really felt, you would walk away and they would lose you forever. As a Virgo, you are wired to plan every single interaction. You rehearse conversations in the shower, in the car, while you wash dishes. You pick your words apart, make sure every sentence is polished, make sure you never sound flustered, never sound vulnerable, never sound like you don't have every single part of your life under control. But this call is going to catch you completely off guard. You might be mid-grocery run, holding a carton of milk in one hand. You might be folding laundry, surrounded by piles of clean socks. You might be standing at your kitchen counter, stirring a pot of pasta that's just about to boil over. And when you see their name pop up on your screen, your brain will go completely blank for a full 3 seconds. All the perfect, carefully crafted responses you practiced for months will vanish into thin air. And that is not a mistake. That is not a failure. That is exactly how this is supposed to go. This call is not meant for your polished, perfectly put together public self. It's meant for the soft, quiet, feeling part of you that you hide from almost everyone else. They are not calling to talk to the version of you that solves every problem flawlessly. They are calling to talk to you, the person who makes them feel safe enough to finally stop hiding behind their own walls. Once the initial awkwardness fades, the first real thing they will say is the thing you two have been dancing around for months. They will name the unspoken tension that has hung between you like a soft, heavy fog. They will say, I can't stop thinking about you. I know we haven't talked much lately, but every single day, you're the first thing I think about when I wake up. They will bring up that tiny throwaway memory you completely forgot about the time you laughed so hard you spilled iced coffee all over their new shirt, and they didn't even get mad. They just laughed with you. They will mention that rainy walk you took last October when you both forgot your umbrellas and ran through the streets getting soaked, and you ended up huddled under a tiny aw-share eating cold fries from a paper bag. They will tell you that memory has been playing on loop in their head for weeks. They will tell you that no one else has ever listened to them the way you do. No one else notices the small, quiet parts of them that they never show anyone else. No one else makes them feel like they don't have to perform or be perfect or have all the answers. And they can't pretend anymore that this isn't real. They can't keep lying to themselves, and they can't keep lying to you. This call will break the wall of silence that has sat heavy between you two for so long. All the unspoken questions, all the what-ifs that have been living in the back of your head, all the quiet confusion you tried to ignore, they will all come spilling out into the open through the phone line, in the tone of their voice. You might tear up a little out of relief. You might laugh so hard you snort because you can't believe this is finally happening. You might even get a little sharp, asking why they waited so long to say all of this. And every single one of those reactions is okay. They are ready to hear every part of it. They didn't call to have a perfect, neat, scripted conversation. They called to be honest. They called to stop hiding. Don't panic when the phone rings. Don't let your first instinct be to send it to voicemail, to hide behind a text that says, sorry, I'm busy, can I call you later? To take 3 hours to prepare. before you pick up. Pick up immediately. Let them hear the surprise in your voice. Let them know you didn't expect this call, but that you're so, so glad they made it. Because this is the moment you've been secretly waiting for, even when you spent weeks convincing yourself you didn't care. This is the moment the waiting ends. This is the moment the ambiguity dissolves, and you finally get the crystal clear clarity your Virgo soul has been starving for months. This call is not coming next week. It's not coming in 3 days. It's so close you can almost feel it. It's in the way your phone keeps lighting up with random notifications, making you glance over every single time, half expecting to see their name. It's in the way you've been thinking about them more than usual lately, even when you're trying to focus on something else. That's not a coincidence. That's the universe aligning. That's their energy reaching out to yours, even before their finger taps the call button. When you hang up after this call, everything will feel different. The tight, heavy weight you've been carrying in your chest for weeks will dissolve. The confusion that kept you up at night will lift. You will finally know exactly where you stand. And you will realize that all the time you spent overthinking, all the time you spent wondering if they cared, all the time you spent preparing for this moment, none of it was wasted. It was all leading to this exact second where their voice comes through the phone and they say the words you've been waiting to hear. Get ready, Virgo. Your phone is about to ring, and it's going to be the best unexpected call of your entire year. Don't miss it. Pick up and let the new chapter begin.